I knew my uncle's father was going to die before he actually died. I just opened my eyes and looked at him. He was staring at me. It was around 2:30 in the morning, and half asleep and half awake, I opened my eyes and saw him. Sitting in the armchair of the opposite side of my room was my uncle's father. These kind of experiences are very particular because when I see this type of things before it happens, I don't see the persons the way you will normally see somebody. What I see is a shadow. And somehow, I can sense whether the shadow is connected to a man or a woman, and what age they are, whether they are older, younger, or a child. In this particular case, I knew it was him because of certain characteristics that identify him. I knew it was a man, I knew it was an older man, and when I saw the shadow, I noticed it was hunched over, a very particular characteristic of him, because he didn't walk upright. His back was always very bent forward. Aside from all that, I simply knew it was him, even though all I saw was the shadow. Something very particular about these experiences is that while they're happening, I don't feel fear. Maybe the next day when I'm talking about it, I wonder how didn't I get scared. But in the moment, I don't feel any fear at all. That time was the same. I wasn't scared, just sleepy. I remember asking myself, why am I seeing him? But I fell asleep again. Around 3 in the morning, I woke up again and saw him again. The feeling that someone was watching me was what woke me up. I went back to sleep, and about an hour later, it happened a third time. After the third time, I was finally able to sleep. Then morning came, I woke up around 6:30 and went about my usual routine. Around 9 or 10, my mom told me that my uncle's father had passed away. I told her about the experience I had, and of course, she was surprised. The strange thing about these kind of experiences is that they don't speak to me. They don't say anything. They don't send any kind of signal that lets me understand what's happening or what's going to happen or when or how it will occur. It's just this pattern that happens when someone is going to die. So a lot of questions come up for me. The first one might be, why does this happen to me? What is the purpose of it happening? Should I warn the person I'm seeing that they are going to die? Should I tell my family that this person is going to pass away? Should I tell the family this person is going to pass away? But then, more questions appear. What if I say something and it does happen? What if it happened differently? What if I say something and it turns out that it wasn't that person who was going to die? I don't think saying something will change the situation. I think what's meant to happen will happen anyway. There are a lot of people who are frightened or worried by the topic of death. It troubles them or gives them anxiety. So is this information I should share? Not everyone is prepared for these kind of things, especially when it involves loved ones, people they love, and who I will be warning that they might lose. Tell me, what would you do?